So hey guys, so tonight my bedtime story. I was just laying down here and I was thinking, what am I gonna do for my bedtime story tonight? So we all have a lot of stories, and some stories are short, some are long, some are short and sweet, some are long and depressing and stuff like that. But I think this is a short and sweet story for me. So how to put this, this is like the best thing I never had, I never got. I had, but one of the best thing I've lost. But then again, I don't want to say it's the best, because if I'm in the position, if you have to take me back in that situation right now, I wouldn't choose it, because I don't live those life no more. So I'm gonna, let me tell you. So it was in November, December, November, December, and I'm gonna say December because they were having football about around the Chile playing field. So guys, anyone living in St. Vincent or familiar with Georgetown, you know we always have our annual football or soccer competition and stuff like that. And I went to one of those. We went to one of those, and but normally I don't go anywhere unless I really have, like, I'm guaranteed that in the night I'm gonna get back home safe. Someone gonna bring me back. I don't know. I think it was my sister. I think we got a ride down, but we couldn't locate the person when the time to come back, or the someone was supposed to collect us. But we're not living too far, but still, just walking home, I prefer to stay at home. That's my motto, you know. So we were there, we didn't get any ride, and we had to walk down on the main street because the football field is in the back of Georgetown, for those who is on the leeward side or tongue or who's not familiar. Yeah. So yes, so I was walking down, so we went down by a local chicken shop where everyone go, Moline chicken shop, where everyone used to go and hang out and stuff like that. And I'm there, I'm like, I did not want to walk that night. I don't know. I told my sister, if I'm walking, I was going in the first place. And yeah, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go if I was gonna walk back home. And no, I didn't want to walk back home. I don't know. A spirit came over me, not as if we're not used to walking back home, but I just didn't want to. But anyway, yes. So I was there and I was just thinking, like, I need to see someone with a ride to take us home. At least, obviously, someone that you know, not a stranger or anything like that. And my sister, I think she was trying to get onto the person. I don't know what was happening, but I think it was like me, my sister, and someone else. If someone might be watching this video and could probably raise their hand and say it was them or stuff like that. So I met this guy, and I saw this guy, and this guy, I don't know, I think I just went to the guy and say, like, I don't know if I said, hey, you own that car? Can you give us a ride up to Dixon? Please. I don't know if that's what I said, but I can't remember how the conversation started. But me and this guy, we start talking, and like, this is not even a relationship talk or anything like that. We just talking, like me, I'm a kind of girl, I like my type of guy. I showed a video with my type of guy, and this guy don't fit the description of my type of guy or anything like that. So I'm just genuinely having a conversation with this guy. Yeah, 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 we're talking and stuff like that. And yeah, he was a bit reluctant because it was very strange that I came up to him and asked him for a ride and stuff like that. He was like, what's a nice girl like you doing that for? Stuff like that. And say, I mean, and then he was being like, I bet you can get any ride home from around here. Guys already and their sweet mouth and stuff like that. But yeah, stuff like that. And then I'm like, are you gonna take us home or not? Are you gonna? Because I wasn't really into the long talking. It was just my mind setting on going home and not walking. That was it. So anyway, this guy took us home, but he was a bit, because we live in Dixon Village, which is a bit behind, very isolated place, like a very off the main road place. Yeah, while he was talking, he was telling, he's talking crap like, oh, what if we want someone to rob him? How come I just walk up to him and he don't feel comfortable, and talking a lot of crap, and then he was being rude, and I'm like, just let me get out of this vehicle. Makes sense now that I think of it, obviously. If I'm not thinking selfish, you just randomly walk up to someone and ask them for a ride on this. Yes, and yeah, so this person take us home and like take us to where we live. Well, almost, because I didn't let him take me like home. I just make him drop me like an area where no, yeah, we can walk from here, because still I don't know this guy. This guy still don't know me. He feel like he's in danger, and I feel like I'm in danger too, because I'm going off with a stranger. He's a man, we are females, and but everyone feeling uncomfortable. But out of his good heart, he took us. Out of my brave heart, I asked him, and that's done. I never regret that day. I asked this man for a ride. Um, I think it's the other day. The other day, this vehicle. I gave this guy my name. I remember giving my name to just a conversation, just being nice. This vehicle met me. I was teaching by the primary school, and I see this vehicle um just driving behind me, and I'm like, I didn't know which vehicle it was, because it was a big Jeep, and the vehicle that brought us home was a car. So it didn't ring a bell to say, oh, it's this guy or anything of that sort. So I think I was walking, and then this vehicle, and then this guy stopped. He was driving slowly, and I was watching at him, and he was watching me, and I was watching him. To be honest, I think he didn't recognize me the other day. He didn't recognize, he was thinking it's me, and then he was thinking, but I recognized him because he's mouthy, he's chatty, he have a unique features and stuff like that, and very very dark. So I recognize him, but I'm like, I was shocked as well that I wasn't expecting him. And he was like, and then I said, hey guy, I think I called him by his name. I say, hey, and he say, is the girl I gave the ride home the night last night? And I was like, yeah. He was still being chatty, like, oh, but is it, And he was like, I said, where are you going? He said, no, I just asked someone where you live, and I was just coming around where you live and stuff like that. I said, really? I said, why? He said, how come? I said, last night you were rude, like, and stuff like that. And then we keep talking and thing, and then he said, he said, let me give you a ride home, please. I'm sorry, I came all the way back to look for you. I apologize for last night. It didn't look right. You just came up to me and you asked me right, and I still can't get my head around it and stuff like that. And now that I'm talking about this, to be honest, he just came from abroad, so he wasn't very familiar with the area. Yes, he know the place, or he know Georgetown. That's why he was there, but he wasn't familiar with the area. And then a strange, I think he just came in that night as well, and then a random person just came and asked him to take them home and stuff like that. But to be honest, I respect the fact that he came back to look for me, and he apologized for last night and stuff like that. And then he was still saying, it's a bit weird for a young lady and stuff like that. And we were talking, and he ended up and he took me home, and we were there. We spent a while talking and stuff like that, and I think we exchanged number, you know, and stuff like that. It was quick. It was quick. We exchanged number. He came, and then he called me, and I think he invited me out. I can't remember if we went anywhere that night and stuff like that, because he was here on family business, so he had to spend some time with his family as well. So I can't remember when we started to go out and stuff like that, but eventually we started to go out. He's there on a vacation, and I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm just enjoying the good times that, when people come on vacations, it's the same when I go home on vacation. I want to go out. I want to go out. My friend will feel good because she get to go out more often than she usually go out, or my family or whatever, they get to go. So it's something that you just enjoy, something different. Sorry guys, I have this thing in my nose, if you guys can recognize, to help me relax and help me sleep because I'm having problems sleeping. Yeah. So not to stop cut you guys off of this topic. Yeah. So what was I saying? So we started to go out, and like I wasn't really attracted to this guy, but the more I get to know this guy, his personality, like this guy's a very very dark guy. I like light skinned guy like myself and above. Light skinned guys I love. I'm not saying I've never been with a dark guy, but I love light skinned guys. I love tall guys and stuff like that. He wasn't light skinned, he was very dark, and he wasn't tall. But these are just like physical appearance is just much as vanity. Sometimes when we look for that, because when we get to know people personally, it's just so different. And this was a prime example. It was like the most I've done so many things with this guy in the short period of time. Like, and that I've done like most of my life. Well, back then when that happened and stuff like that. And I had my own place, and then this relationship grew really quick. Like, it was a short. He was on a vacation, and I was just enjoying myself. And then he started to sleep by my house and stuff like that and stuff. And it was around Christmas, and he helped me paint, he helped me do stuff. And I was still doing some work on my house, and he helped me and stuff like that. And even so, I was doing some work on my house, and I think I ran out of bear sand, if you guys know what. Obviously, you guys, I ran out of bear sand, and we had to go like actually to the beach to get bear sand. And this guy, he had his rental, and he made so much trip just to get me that sand and stuff to do work on my house. To get the guy to do the work on my house. He was so basically he thought his vacation was just turned into like he was doing helping me doing a lot of work. I was teaching at that time as well, so in the day while I'm teaching, he can get to go out with his family. And as soon as I finish teaching and working and stuff like that, he will come by me and we'll spend the time together. We'll go out different places. I'll show him different around, show him the life, show him the nice life, the partying part, and take me. And I met a lot of people that he had a lot of good friends, big friends that I met thought I never come across. We went to places in St. Vincent that I never ever think of going and stuff like that. And it was a good experience. And apart from the flaming and this is absolutely the best guy I've ever dated. The best guy I ever dated. It's hard to see the worst in people when it's just a vacation. Everyone can be so perfect, but sometimes it's like you got attached to this person so quick. Your family got attached to this person so quick, and no one will never forget this person because of the his mannerism and stuff like that. And to be honest, if I'm being honest, this person was already in a relationship in the country that he was living in before he came in St. Vincent. So then I knew it couldn't work. And I wasn't looking for a relationship because that was my intention in the first place. It just happened, it just built, it just grew quick, and stuff came up. And then the guy, he extended his time, and everyone was happy, I was happy, he was happy. And then eventually he had to go, and it was a sad moment. And while I was here, I get over stuff quick. Like me, I get over people quick. I can love you to the moon and back, but once I know something ain't for me, I get over stuff quick. I'm not gonna say I will get out of a relationship quick, because I've been in relationship that I should have got out of, but circumstances I end up being in longer than than I have supposed to be in. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So, but with this one, I realized like, nah, this our communication was good and fluent and good still, but I mean, I couldn't. I didn't wanna deal with no. I didn't wanna be that person to myself. If you're here, yeah, physically, yeah, we can deal with that, yeah. But when you're gone, you're living your life with your family and stuff like that, yeah. But like I said, if I was thinking the way I'm thinking now, I would have never really got involved with somebody, whether they once they're in a relationship with somebody else. I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't find that respectful. You will always hear me saying that, and I will try to stick to that as much as possible. But this is like one of the best thing I have lost, one of the best human I have lost, one of the best relationship that I never had. I never have it in the first place to really lose it, but I'll say I'll never had. And whoever this person is with will always, they will have a good partner. I mean, if you stay faithful and stuff like that. But we love you, my family love you, everyone love you, and keep keep that mannerism, keep that. Sometimes we meet someone in our life that we just can't forget, and that's that person and stuff like that. We meet someone in our life that, change our life, change the way he changed my way, that the way I think of people, because I always want this stereotype of guy and shit like that. And these niggas ain't shit. These pretty boys ain't shit. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But this guy surely know how to love a woman. I think it came with experience, because he was a much older guy than myself as well. So it probably come with experience and self worth, I think. It doesn't matter with experience. The experience ain't shit right now, because this old ass man be frigging around and playing the fool more than these young boys. So I'm not even gonna blame it on experience, but it's just come down to you as an individual, and how you wanna treat someone, and how you wanna be treated. Yeah. So that's my bedtime story. I hope you guys enjoy. If you watch this to the end, this must be enchanted. Hit that like button. We need to get these likes up. I can't continue telling these stories. I can't continue this video. Don't just watch. Hit the like button. Even if it's the first 5 minutes you're watching for, the first 2 minutes, hit the thumbs up. It won't hurt. Try it. Bye and subscribe. Love you guys.